I went to see the JW Marriott in Phu Quoc the other day. This hotel is located on the east coast of the island with a very nice beach. And I wanted to see their breakfast buffet as usually. As you know, I'm a big fan of visiting other hotels' breakfast buffets. Very nice restaurant, very rustic though, because that was a old university. That used to be a university before. But let's have some breakfast first. As usually in Asia, in these 5-star hotels, you have a massive selection of Western cuisine, Western food, as well as Asian dishes. So they are not shy to really dish up and put out some really nice food. Usually, as I mentioned, Western food items, Vietnamese food items in this case here, the mandatory noodle station or the banh mi here. Yeah, very tasty. You should try this when you come to Vietnam. And they have a Korean section here also. Yeah, you need to have this and a live sushi counter even. That's what I don't see at every hotel. Yeah, so the JW Marriott is really doing a great job with their selection. What was the price? I paid 750,000, around that amount. I have to look it up. I will give you the correct amount. Quite pricey actually when you compare it to other hotels, but it was worth at any rate, because I was not only visiting their buffet, but also I was visiting their property, and we're gonna see this a little bit later. Very nice pastries, I have to tell you. You don't see that often in Vietnam, but here I have to tell you, these were the nicest breakfast pastries I've seen so far. Very creative, very nicely glazed. Yeah, I don't know who is the pastry chef there, but they do a great job over there. They have a lot of import items also. Yeah, French cheeses and stuff. And they even have honey glazed ham for breakfast and roasted duck. You don't see that very often. So great selection. After I enjoyed my breakfast, I was exploring a little bit the neighborhood. They have a kind of a private beach, but there are also other establishments there, so you're not really private somehow. But the funny thing is, as mentioned, that used to be a university, a French university, like, 100 years ago, the Lamarck University, and they kind of renovated everything. I don't know when the hotel moved in there, and I think a few years ago, and they remodeled everything, they refurbished everything, they painted everything in these funny colors. Vietnamese people apparently, they love these colors. And you can see really the old-fashioned way of the architecture. For my personal taste, it's too rustic, too old-fashioned. Yeah, but it is a great experience because this hotel is unusual in the way it's set up. You can walk around and explore these funny alleys and gardens and different colored buildings, and yeah, it's like a mini Disneyland somehow. You get this impression, or a mini Universal Studios, like in Singapore. Some paintings everywhere, some old-fashioned advertisements. So really nice. Also a nice garden here. I think that was the ballroom area. Yeah. So very nice. It's something very, very unique. And you have the feeling you're walking through a little village, and you have to really explore. That one was one of my big surprises. That was the coffee shop at the JW Marriott. A very nicely decorated coffee shop, not only with, of course, very nicely decorated food, pastry items, as you can see here, But also what amazed me was the props they used. Original props from, I don't know, the 18th and the 19th or even the early 20th century, very nicely decorated and set up food here. And you can see already they put these old equipment everywhere. So it looks really nice. They have a lot of equipment actually there. Old scales and boxes and this kind of stuff. You don't see that very often these days. Not even in Europe, you know. Of course, Vietnamese menu mixed with some French items. So everything is like, the theme is really the French university thing. Yeah, that's the theme. That's their main theme. You can see it everywhere. You can explore. It was actually kind of quiet that day. I don't know how many guests they have, but Phu Quoc is still relatively quiet for my taste. Now we're entering the lobby area, also very nice, old-fashioned, old style. And as you can see here in a moment, yeah, so that we're entering the lobby now, something very unusual, never seen, never seen that before. Old artifacts and props and equipment from the 19th century. Very interesting. Looks like you're entering a temple with a lot of old books, real old books, yeah, like from the 19th century. I touched them, I tried it myself. So a great experience, very interesting. You should go there at least to look at the property, take some pictures. It's a good experience. Check out their beach. If you like this video, thumbs up and share your comments. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.